Hello. So a lot of people are confused on how to use custom designs in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So I'm just going to show you the two methods of scanning both types of QR paths in the game. So the first type on the left is by typing in a ID code, and the one on the right is by scanning a QR code. So let's start with the easy one, which is the ID numbers. So in order to do this, you need to have the Able Sister Shop unlocked, and you need to have a Nintendo Online membership. So once we have all of that, we're going to go to this kiosk in the back of the Able shop, and she will connect you to the internet. Now I'm going to be searching for the design that I put on the screen right now. So on the bottom left, we see the user ID, and we have the design ID. So I think it's easier to just search for the creator ID on the left, because a lot of the designs have several pieces to them. Like some paths have like a bottom piece or a top left corner piece or something. And instead of doing it individually for each piece one by one, it's easier to just search the creator and then get all of the paths on one page. So I'm going to search the creator for the path that I want to use and type in this number. So then I search this, and here are the designs of this creator that I can choose. So I'm going to pick this one, hit save, hit close, and then this will show you all of your custom design slots. So then you're just going to pick where you want to save it, and it will overwrite that design. So keep in mind that if you have one that you want to use or you're already using and you choose to overwrite it, it will replace that path that's everywhere in your town. So just make sure that you don't accidentally delete one you want to use or overwrite one that you're using. So I'm not going to hit anything because I already have it saved. So you would just pick the slot, save it, and now it's there in your custom designs. So once you do that and save it in a slot, that's it. Easy. Now let's go to the second method, which is more annoying. Now, the second method, or the more old school method, is kind of annoying, which is by scanning the QR codes. So in order to do this, you need to have the Nintendo Online app on your phone, on your real phone, and you need to connect the app to your Animal Crossing game. So once you do that, you open up the app, which is called Nook Link, and you go to the custom design icon. So now this will bring up the camera on your phone where you can take a picture of the QR design. So I usually just pull it up on my laptop or on an iPad or something and use the camera on my phone to take a picture of the design on the laptop. This is kind of janky because a lot of them don't work on the Switch for some reason. I guess because like the camera on the phone is different from the camera on the 3DS or something, but keep that in mind. So if you're really dead set on using a certain design with the QR code, there is a chance that it just might not work. And also try to play around with the angles, like tilting your laptop different angles and making sure there's no glare, because sometimes after trying a bunch of times, I was eventually able to get some to work. So in order to do this, you hit this and then you take the picture to scan the design, and then it'll show up on the screen if you did it successfully, and you hit save. Now in your game, you're going to go on the app on your fake phone, on the Designs app, and then hit the plus sign for download. It says, do you want to connect to the internet to download a custom design made for 3DS? So you hit download, and then it'll bring up the last design that you scanned. So I'm going to hit OK, and then the same thing, I click where I want to save it and overwrite it. So let's say I click this, overwrite, and now I have my brick path that I just got from my phone. So, good job. Now that you have the paths, or now that you have the designs, what do you do with them? So first, people want to make their own paths. So the one way to do this is by opening up the app again, hitting the custom design slot, clicking the path you want, and then hit display on ground. So this will just display it everywhere around you. So I think the fastest way to do this is just by hitting display several times around you, and then going back and erasing the pieces that you don't want to form whatever size path you want. So as you can see, when I put this down, it's like very perfectly square. It's very tile-like. It doesn't really blend into the grass, and it ends kind of abruptly. But this path, you could see it's more blended in, and it looks more natural on the edges. So this one was just by putting down the design like this. And in order to get this way, you need to unlock the Island Designer app and use the real paths that the game gave you. So we're going to start that up, start construction. So now, once we have this, you're going to hit start to access the paths that you have, that you exchange Nook Miles to get these. And I'm going to use the brown path, the dirt path, which is what I use here. And you're going to put whatever path you choose down. So now you could see that this path is a little more natural looking on the edges. And then I'm going to take my custom design again and display it on the ground. And you could see when it goes over the dirt path, that's when it has that more natural look where it's like blended into the grass. So depending on what kind of path you're looking for, you could do that both ways. So you could see the difference. But it helps if this path has a bit of transparency to it, because that's when you could actually see the under colors of the path coming through. So it's good to find paths that have some sort of transparent parts on them. So that's how we do the paths, and then we could also use the designs to customize a bunch of different things. So here is one of my favorite items to customize, which is the simple panel. So this is good for like outside shops or making your own signs and stuff. It's just a plain white panel, and you could customize it into these designs that the game comes with, or you can use the custom design. So I could make it any one of my designs. I could do Squidward. I like this one to make like a cafe design. And let's do this one. You're going to need a customization kit to do it. And then this lets you change a lot of different items how you want. So I also designed a shop sign with a UFO. And I also did a paint set with a little Kirby sleeping on a moon. And then we have our panel. I have it in 2 different colors. Lovely. This is a hot mess, but when it's fixed up, it's going to be nice. So there you have it. There's your designs. You can do a bunch of different things with them and just play around with them and figure out which furniture you can customize and where you could display these. Hopefully that helped. Okay, bye.